Hello, I'm Galina Kinket, and today I'm just going to read some jokes from Reddit. The kids asked what was for dinner, and I told them scraps. They started crying. Spoiled brats. It's really hard to get food at the moment thanks to the panic buying. And it was a stupid name for a dog anyway. My wife called me at work and asked, do you ever get a shooting pain across your body, like someone got a voodoo doll of you and they're stabbing it? Sounding concerned, I replied, no. She responded, how about now? A professor, a janitor, and a school principal are leaving for the day when they discover a magic fairy. The fairy says, I will give you what you most desire if you do someone else's job for a day. The professor says, I'll be an elementary school teacher. What can be so hard about teaching a bunch of 6-year-olds how to read? So he's teleported into a classroom. After just a few minutes, he can't take the kids screaming any longer, so he throws all his supplies and gives up. The principal says, I'll be a waitress. All you do is carry food back and forth. This will be a breeze. She's teleported to a restaurant. After about an hour, all the annoying customers drive her insane. So she smashes her plates on the ground and gives up. The janitor says, I'd like to be an artist. He's transported to an art facility. He glues all the classroom supplies and shattered plates to a canvas and sells it for several $1 million. The fairy asks the janitor, the other two did not do well at their jobs. How were you able to become so successful? The janitor says, I have a master's degree in art. Why does Kylo Ren have no friends? Because his whole life he's been solo. I asked my wife why she never tells me when she orgasms. She told me she doesn't want to bother me while I'm at work. This shutdown is bad for everyone in the service industry, but it especially sucks for men. They're losing $1 for every 79 cents women are losing. Dr. Parker, the biology instructor at a posh suburban girls' junior college, said during class, Miss Smith, would you please name the organ of the human body which under the appropriate conditions expands to 6 times its normal size and define the conditions? Miss Smith gasped, blushed deeply, and said freezingly, Dr. Parker, I do not think that is a proper question to ask me. You should be asking a boy. And I assure you my parents will hear of this. With that she sat down, very red-faced. Unperturbed, Dr. Parker called on Miss Johnson and asked the same question. Miss Johnson, with composure, replied, the pupil of the eye, in dim light. Correct, said Dr. Parker. And now, Miss Smith, I have 3 things to say to you. 1, you have not studied your lesson. 2, you have a dirty mind. And 3, you will someday be faced with a dreadful disappointment. My husband and I don't want any kids. My kids are upset about that decision. A man walks into a bank wearing a mask. Everyone freaks out. Relax, he says. I'm just here to rob the place. I finally lost it with the hoarding. Was just at Walmart and saw a man whose cart was full of sanitizer, soaps, wipes, and toilet paper. I called him a selfish bastard and gave him a lowdown on the elderly, moms, and people who really need those things. I told him he should be ashamed of himself. He said, are you done? Because I really need to get back to stocking the shelves. 2 friends are walking their dogs, a Dalmatian and a Chihuahua, when they smell something delicious coming from a nearby restaurant. The guy with the Dalmatian says, let's get something to eat. But the guy with the Chihuahua says, we can't go in there. We have dogs with us. So the first guy says, just follow my lead. He puts on a pair of sunglasses and walks into the restaurant. Sorry, says the owner, no pets allowed. But this is my seeing eye dog, the guy with the Dalmatian says. A Dalmatian? Yes, they're using them now. The owner says, very well then, come on in. The guy with the Chihuahua repeats the process and gets the same response from the owner. Sorry, pal, no pets allowed. But this is my seeing eye dog, says the second guy. A Chihuahua? Asks the incredulous owner. A Chihuahua, says the man in the dark glasses. They gave me a Chihuahua? If you liked it, give a like and subscribe if you'd like to hear more. Have a nice rest of your day or night, and see you next time. Bye!